Welcome all of you. Today I am going to start the new topic, iteration statement. The program flow of execution is categorized into three types, which we already studied: sequence, selection and iteration. Sequence means statements executing one after the other. Selection means based on the condition, it is selecting one set of statement. If is a selection statement. You can give a condition along with the if. So if that specified condition is true, then statement after the if will be executed. If the specified condition is false, then statement after the else will be executed. So the selection depends upon the condition. Condition true, one set of statement. Condition false, another set of statement. So that type of execution is known as selection execution or selection flow of execution. And the third one is iteration. Iteration means the same statement will be repeatedly executed until the specified condition becomes false. The given statement will be executed repeatedly until the specified condition becomes false. In selection statement, the statement will execute only once. We are selecting one set of statement and which will be executed only once. Here, same set of statement will be executed repeatedly until the specified condition becomes false. Now we can see which is the iteration statement that is used in Python. There are two types of iteration statement. One is while loop. The first type of iteration statement is while loop. While is a keyword. We will say that that statement is known as while loop, but the keyword will be while. Along with while, you can specify a condition. Just like if, along with while, here you can specify a condition. If the condition is satisfied, you can write a set of statement under the while, under the indentation of while. That set of statement will be repeatedly executed until the specified condition becomes false. One more time I'll repeat. Along with the while statement, you can specify a condition just like if statement. So if the specified condition is true, statement under the while will be executed. So that means the indentation statement of the while will be executed. Again, it will go back and check the same condition. If the condition is true, again the same set of statement will be executed. So that checking will be repeatedly until the specified condition becomes false. See, I just written a small flowchart over there, or you can say it is a picture. The word flowchart we will study in later classes. Now just go through this picture. I am specifying a condition here. Condition is normally known as test condition. We will call it as test condition. So this is a test condition is mentioned over here. Test condition. If the test condition is true, then the statement which is written over here will be executed. So that statements are known as body of the loop. Body of the loop or body of the while. Here the iteration statement is while. So I can say it is the body of the while loop. So if the test condition is true, then the statement which is just written below the while will be executed. So statement which is written below the while are known as body of the while loop body. After that, see that after the execution of the body of the while loop, I just drawn a line like this. So that means here it will, after the execution of this statement, it will again go back and check the same condition. If the same condition is true, again it will come and execute this body of the loop. This will be repeatedly executed. This part will be repeatedly executed. Once the test condition is false, then it jumps to the statement that is coming below the while. It is just jump to the statement which is written outside the while loop body, outside the while loop indentation. Not inside the while loop indentation. It jump to the statement or jump to the place where the while loop indentation ends, or outside the while loop indentation. See, then I will give you one example. See this picture. Here initially x is 20. I am checking the condition 20 greater than 10. Yes, 20 greater than 10. So these three statements will be executed. Y equal to x minus 2, z equal to x plus y. After that, x is equal to x minus 1. Here x is 20. 20 minus 1. Your x become 19 now. The value of x become 19. Again, it is going back and check the same test condition. So that is why I just written the line like this. So after the execution of these three statements, it will go back and check the same test condition. Now the value of x is 19. 19 greater than 10. Yes, the condition true. Your answer is yes. 19 greater than 10. So again you are executing, just your answer is yes. So you are executing these three statements. After that, there is a statement is there x is equal to x minus 1. That is 19 minus 1. You will get 18. After that, it go and check the same condition here. When you check the same condition third time, your x become 18. 18 greater than 10. Yes. So again it will be executed. X becomes 17 here. Again it will go back and check whether the x is, what is the value of x? Inside the x memory. I told in the very first class itself, each variable which you are using in your program will get a small amount of memory. And within that memory, these values are written over there. That memory address can be extracted by using the function. Can you say which function you will use to extract the address of a variable? Yes, it is id function. By using the id function, you can extract the identity or address of that variable. So here now x is 17. Now 17 greater than 10. Again true. Again yes. So it will be executed. And after then, when it reached 11, again it will be reduced. This procedure will be repeated and x value will be reduced. When x is 11, 11 again greater than 10. It will execute over here. It will come and execute all this statement. After that, 11 minus 1, you will get 10. Now you are checking the condition 10 greater than 10. 10 greater than 10 condition false. Your answer is no. That means your condition false. Condition false means you will go and execute this part of the statement. Statements just below the while. Statement which is written outside the while loop indentation will be executed when the condition becomes false. That is all about while loop. Yes, specifying a condition along with the while. The condition is known as test condition, and which will be evaluated. If it is true, then the body of the loop will be executed, or loop body will be executed, or while loop body will be executed. After that, it will check the test condition again. Again, if it is true, while loop body will be executed. The same procedure will be repeated. Now, I'll write one example. Before the example, just go through the syntax of while loop. When you studied if statement, we studied the syntax of if statement. Same way, here the syntax of while loop. Say while test condition. This part you will give the condition. While test condition. Under the while indentation, you can write any number of statements. I just written only 3 statements. You can write any number of statements under the while. So that statement collection of the statement is known as loop body or while loop body. These statements are known as loop body statements. Now, this is the loop body and which will be executed. After that, the test condition again evaluated. This will be repeated. And along with this while, you can use an else clause also. Just like we use else there in the if, same way, along with the while also you can use else. The else part or the else block will be executed when the test condition becomes false. When the test condition false, the else block will be executed. When the test condition true, loop body will be executed. When the test condition false, it jump and execute the else block. Statement under the else block will be executed. This is the while loop statement. This is all about while loop. Now see the example. I just written one example over there. You can see that my variable is count. I used a variable named count over there. Instead of A, B, C, D, I just use count. Count is 1. The value of count is 1. And check, see the test condition. While count less than or equal to 10. You are checking a condition whether the count value is less than or equal to 10. So what is the value of count now? It is 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. Yes or no? Yes, the 1 less than or equal to 10 is its S itself. So that means the statement under this while will be executed, or statement that is coming under the while loop indentation will be executed. Here this statement is there are two statements are there in the loop body. There are two statements are there in the while loop body. So here the count is 1 less than or equal to 10, then these two statements will be executed. It will display the value of count. After that, count equal to count minus 1. Here count is now 1. So it is not minus 1, it will be plus 1. Then only this condition will be satisfied. I'll change that here. Otherwise, you will write the wrong one in your notebook. Here the count become, see that count become count plus 1. I'll write it over there, count plus 1. Now see the example, it is count plus 1. Now see the example here. See, count is 1 less than or equal to 10. Your test condition true. So loop body will be executed. Print count, 1 will be printed or 1 will be displayed. After that, you are saying count equal to count plus 1. That means 1 plus 1, count is presently 1. 1 plus 1, you will get count as 2. Again, it will go and check the same test condition. From here, it is going back to this statement, execute this test condition. It will jump to here in the test condition part and execute the test condition. 2 less than or equal to 10. Yes. So 2 will be displayed. Then 2 plus 1 count become 3 now. Again 3 less than or equal to 10. Print 3. 3 plus 1 count become 4. Again 4 less than or equal to 10. 4 will be displayed. 4 plus 1 count become 5. Same way it will go till 10. 10. When count become 10, 10 less than or equal to 10, condition true. 10 will be displayed. After that, count equal to count plus 1, that is 10 plus 1, you will get 11. Again, you are checking the condition 11 less than or equal to 10. Condition false. If the test condition false, I told you it will jump to the else part. When the test condition false, it jump to the else part and the else part body or else indentation statement will be executed. The statement under the else, here there is the else indentation. Under the else indentation, only one statement is there. That is this statement, this print statement. That is this print statement. And this print, see that the way where I written the print statement, it is just written along with this while itself. That means this print is a common statement which will be executed when the test condition true or false. Both the case, this statement will be executed. This type of statement which we use there in the if statement also. When we study the if condition, they also use this common statement. So common statement will be executed if the test condition true or false. Both the case, the common statement will be executed. So this is all about while loop. See, there will be a test condition. Test condition true, it will execute the loop body, and again it will go and check the test condition. True, it will execute the loop body. That execution will be repeated. When the test condition false, it jump to the else block, and the statement under the else block will be executed, or statement coming under the indentation of the else block will be executed. And there the else block will not be repeated. The statement under the else block will execute only once. After that, the normal statements in the program will be executed. That is all about while loop. I think all of you understood the concept. So one of the iterative statement is while loop. We will call it as while loop. Now, I'll write one program here. Just read that one. If the test condition is true, body of the loop will be executed. The loop body will execute as long as the test condition remain true. If the test condition false, then the else block will be executed when the test condition becomes false. That you have to keep it in mind. The else block will execute only once. Only the while loop body statement will be executed repeatedly. Else block will execute only once. Now, in while loop, else is optional. It is not compulsory that the else block must be present along with the while loop. It is not compulsory. In your if statement also, we didn't, when the initial clauses, when we studied the if statement, the initial clauses, I didn't use else anywhere in the program. We done the program by using if statement. After that only, we just come across the else statement. So that means else is not compulsory. Depends on the program, you have to use the else, or without the else, you have to write the program. Here also, else is not compulsory for a while loop. You can write a while loop without the else statement. Now see the first question. I just written one question over there. Write a program to display the numbers between 1 and 10. We want to display the numbers between 1 and 10. So that means you have to display 1, 2, 3 till 10. So that for that I am going to use our Python screen. I just want to display the numbers from 1 to 10. It's given in the question from 1 to 10. That means there is no input is needed for this program. There is no input is needed. First, I'll write the comment statement. Display numbers between 1 and 10. Display numbers between 1 and 10. Comment statement can be written either in capital letter or small letter. I told you comment statement is not executed in Python. See, just display the numbers between 1 and 10. There is no input there for this program. No input for this program. We just want to display 1 to 10. For that, I am going to use our while loop itself. So the first variable, I am going to use a variable a whose first value is 1. So that means we have to start it with 1. Till from 1 to 10 you have to display. That's the first value I just stored inside the variable a. And after that, so I am going to, now I got 1. I just want to display that 1. For that I am going to use the print statement, print a. Yes, a is displayed. That means 1 is displayed. Next, you have to display 2. You have to display 2. How can you make 1 to 2? 1 is there in the variable a. That 1 we have to make into 2. Then only you can display 2 over there. So that means I can make 1 as 2 as a plus 1. See that a is 1, 1 plus 1, you will get 2. That 2 will be there in the variable a. So now you got 2. 2 is there in the variable A. Again, you have to display 2. Display 2 means you have to use a print statement. So that print statement already is written over here. See, there is a print is there. Print A is there. So again, if you are using print over here, how many times you will use the print statement? If I want to display the numbers between 1 to 100, is it possible to write the print statement 100 times? No. So that means that is not a program at all. Program means it must be executed within a limited time, and the execution code also, program statement also limited one. So if you want to display 100 or 1000 numbers, it is not possible to use 1000 times the print statement. So that program will be a lengthy one. That cannot be called as a program. So here, yes, our print A is already there in the program. We have the statement print A is there. So next, I want to execute the print statement which is already there in the program, and here I want to check a condition. So that means now A become 2. Next case A become 3. Next case A become 4. Like that till 10 you have to change the value of A. For that, I am going to use the while loop while A less than or equal to 10. While A less than or equal to 10. See then, if A value is less than 10, again you are displaying the value A. That means you will get the value 2 now. Next, 2 plus 1. A become 3. Again you are checking the condition. 3 less than 10. Yes, 3 less than 10. So you are displaying 3 here. 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 you will get A as 4. Checking the condition, 4 less than 10. Yes. So 4 will be displayed. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 less than 10. It will be repeated. This execution will be repeated till the test condition become false. I'll run the program. I didn't use any input statement over there. That means we don't have any input over there. I'll run the program and see the output. Yes, I got the numbers from 1 to 10. So it is not displayed 10 over there. Till 9 only displayed. Can you identify what is the mistake? Why it is displaying till 9? Why it is not displaying 10? Can you identify what is the mistake over there? Anybody? Can you identify what is the mistake? Yes, I can identify why it is not displaying the value 10. Because I just written A, my test condition is A less than 10. A less than 10 means 9 less than 10. 9 will be displayed. After that 9 will be incremented to 10. 10 less than 10 condition false. So automatically you just come out of the while loop. It is just jump out of the while statement. It is coming out of the while loop. So 10 will not be displayed. If you want to display 10 also, then the test condition must be changed like this. You have to change the test condition as A less than or equal to 10. A less than or equal to 10. So that means 10 also will be displayed. After that 10 is incremented to 11. 11 less than 10, condition false. There you come out of the loop. So this is all about that program. One more time I'll run the program and see what will be the output. You will get the output like this. 1 to 10 will be displayed. If you want to display at the middle of the screen, you can use a /t over here, which we already studied last class. I use the menu, /t to display the menu. Now see, can see the output this way. Yes, 1, 2, 3 till 10. That is all about that program. You just want to display the numbers between 1 and 10. I think all of you understood. The concept is clear for you. Now what we studied today is just while loop. While loop is one type of iteration statement. Just I written 2 more programs that I will discuss in the next class. While loop is one type of iteration statement. In while loop, along with while loop, you can give a test condition. While means it's a keyword. Along with while, you can give a test condition. After the test condition end with a colon, and you can write any number of statement under the while loop. Under the while indentation, you can write any number of statement. And along with while, you can use else also. The else block will be executed when the test condition becomes false. Test condition true, the loop body will be executed. Test condition false, the else block will be executed. And the else block will execute only once. That is all about while statement. Now we can study few programs by using while loop that we can study in the next class. Okay. Thank you, children.